welcome to Tea with Tarana. Now, this is a slightly different format that we have today because we've got one of your favorite teachers who's not in the same city as I am, as in not in Bengaluru. This is one of your favorite teachers who is actually from Delhi. So, without any further ado, I'm going to call your favorite chemistry ma'am, Kriti Ma'am. Hi, Kriti
Hey, Tarana Ma'am. Thank you for having me here.
Most welcome. We're very excited. Welcome to Tea with Tarana.
I am all set with my cup. Was just waiting for your call.
Great. Actually, the students have also been waiting for you. They've sent many requests. So I thought that doesn't matter, even if you're in a different city, we should just do this anyway, right? And we'll make it dhamakedar. All right?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Kriti Ma'am, before we start, I found a really interesting picture of yours. We're just going to show that to our students over here. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is obviously something that is from your early years, right? So can you tell us a little bit about what's happening here, or what were your early years like?
So this event took place at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. It was our sports day, and in the picture I'm being awarded as the best athletic girl by Dr. Sushma Bolia. And you can see, Vinod Khanna is the chief guest there, and we got a couple of minutes to talk to him afterwards. So I distinctly remember this day, and the stadium was full. I could see my parents, their proud faces looking at me, cheering for me. So yes, this was one memorable moment.
Wow. So in general, what were your school years like? Obviously, you were, good at sports, but then what about your studies, for example? Were you good at that?
I was always a very studious kind of a kid. I mean, I was very sincere and everything. But having said this, I was always involved in co-curricular activities also. So I would be a part of the chess team, basketball team, dance team, art and craft, athletics. So my family used to call me crazy boy because I used to keep jumping from here and there. And I was so convinced that I am one that even my first email ID was crazy Kriti something.
Amazing. But this is a little, it's not strange, it's lovely. It's a nice kind of strange, actually. So most of the time when we talk about our early years, most people who are very studious, they say that, the studious people are not into extracurricular activities, and the people who are in extracurricular activities are not very studious. But you are saying that you managed to do both pretty well, as I understand over here. So was it tough or difficult?
I think contrary to popular belief that, you can either excel at co-curricular activities or academics, it actually worked the other way around for me. So sports taught me a lot, in terms of discipline, in terms of hard work, never say die attitude, and especially I would say never say die attitude, because we are not always successful and we have to deal with failures as well. So this is one thing that I think it came from sports. So I learned all these traits from there, and then once you learn these traits, you start applying it in every aspect of your life. So yeah.
That's amazing. So you're saying it is possible to do both, and it doesn't have to be a choice between one or the other. That's awesome. And like you showed, we saw in the picture in the beginning, you're receiving an award over there. You have won many awards from whatever I understand in your early years in sports. So which means, considering that you were so good at it, you could have probably chosen to be an athlete also, right? How did you choose to become a teacher?
So I think during my college days, basically, I was like any other college student, very much in the moment, sitting in the class, just waiting for the class to get over at times, or maybe just praying for the teacher to be absent, or, just deciding what to eat after the class. So really in the moment and not very decisive about, what I really want to do in life. But there is one incident that really pushed me towards this profession, and that is that I happened to teach a special kid as a replacement teacher. So one of my relatives fell ill, and I had to fill in, and it was a matter of couple of days, and I was like, okay, I'll do it, because initially you don't take teaching as a very tough task. You think it's a cakewalk, anybody can do it, and I had a similar feeling.
Yeah.
Padhana to hai. I mean, how difficult can this be? So I just...
And then you get to know how difficult it is later.
Yeah, to my surprise, I struggled for the initial 10 minutes, and I was very shocked because I thought it's going to be very easy for me. 10 minutes I couldn't make the child sit and study, and that's when I realized that I'm lacking some skills. And it takes a lot of different skill set to be a teacher. So
Absolutely.
but again, that never say die attitude was there. So I did not give up. I was, constantly trying day after day. Around a week or so, like post that, I noticed that from 10 minutes, the time increased to 1 hour. Now,
Wow.
1 hour, if you take it 1 hour to be like an absolute number, it might not be that much, but keeping in
We're talking about
mind.
the progress, right? In the sense that you're talking about attention span, you're talking about from 10 minutes going to 1 hour in a week. That's huge progress. And now you go ahead and you take classes for God knows how long. I've seen so many of your sessions which go into more than 2 hours, 3 hours. So you've obviously learned how to captivate the audience or captivate the student completely, right? Because we know our
Yes,
students love you.
Absolutely. I think it's those 10 minutes that I still remember. And I realized that we should not take anything for granted. I mean, you just take it, ki koi bhi kar leta hai, but I think you require those skills.
A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and a lot of passion, all of which you have, and I can vouch for that totally. So, talking about teaching, you've told us how you became a teacher, but do you have any memorable or memorable or maybe funny or maybe interesting experiences that stand out in your memory as a teaching experience?
I think with kids around, we have a lot of lively experiences, like wonderful experiences, but I'll share the first one that I encountered. So right after my master's, I was pursuing my B.Ed, and during my B.Ed days only, I started teaching at DAV Public School. So this was my first official teaching in a school per se, and I went to the class, and it was grade 11, and grade 11 students are there, and I'm entering the class. I know yesterday I'm a student, today I'm a teacher, so I'm also in that transition mode in my mind, I'm entering and I happened to notice that literally everybody was taller than me. So I'm looking at them, they're looking at me like this. So it was kind of, I had two things in my mind instantly. One, will they ever take me as a teacher? And secondly, if simply I'm the first one standing in the line, so I was like, I took a moment to just absorb what's happening. So yeah, that is something.
That's amazing. Yeah, I guess it can be very intimidating, right? When all your students are taller than you, you're like, where am I reached? And
I'm 5'1". I know I kind of knew that I would not be very, very tall in the past, but then being the shortest, it came as a surprise.
But that's amazing, and I'm sure you left your mark irrespective of the height, because first of all, like I said, it is very intimidating, but then you realize that, height or weight or anything doesn't have to do with anything. Like you said earlier, it's our hard work, our dedication, and our passion that captivates the student as well as makes them take us more seriously. So I'm sure you had a rocking class.
Absolutely. It took me a while though. Again, I just learned that never take anything for granted. I took my time, I understood the class, and then of course it worked out well.
All right, so now we have a very fun segment for you. This is what we call our rapid fire round. So what I'm
I feel like a surprise test right now. It's the feeling I'm getting. It's a surprise test.
But you always score all your score really well. So I'm not worried about this at all. So I'm going to ask you 5 questions, quick ones, and you have to try and answer as quickly. Right? So are you ready?
Okay. Let's go for it.
All right. So here are the questions. Right. The first question is, if you were stranded on a desert island with one book, one movie, and one food item, what would these be?
The book would be Tuesdays with Morrie.
Okay.
Movie, I think I'm a big Shah Rukh Khan fan, so any Shah Rukh Khan movie. And food, Chole Bhature. I think this is.
Sorry, say that again.
Chole Bhature.
Oh, very nice.
This is what we have every Sunday. So favorite food.
Nice, very nice. And I think you're very clear about what you like also. Nice, great. Okay, second question for you. Talking about Chole Bhature, are you a good cook?
Not at all. I mean, the first time I made tea, I added garlic in place of ginger. This is how bad I am. So.
Garlic in place of ginger.
It both were grated. I just couldn't understand the difference, though I understand it now. But I mean, yeah, it happened. But my father drank it anyway. He's too sweet. He drank it anyway, and he was like, "It's nice. It's nice." I'm like, "Okay, please be truthful. It's not."
Good. Supportive family you have. Very nice. I'm not sure whether I would have drunk it. Sorry. Okay, third question. Which element in chemistry would you like to be and why?
So everybody thinks that it's going to be, oxygen because it supports life. But for me, I think it's carbon. I find carbon very versatile, and I think it's like the class monitor of all elements.
Nice. That's such a lovely way to put this. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. What is your favorite go-to karaoke song?
So it's Tujhse Naraz Nahi Zindagi.
Arey wah. Very nice. Okay. If you were an animal, which one would you choose and why?
I would love to be a panda because I think this way I can just eat and sleep and relax all the time.
Nice. Very nice answer. Thank you, Kriti Ma'am. That was an amazing rapid fire round. See, you did so well.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kriti Ma'am, thank you. This was amazing. Now, to end our session over here, I would like to ask you, what is your philosophy in life?
So, Tarana ma'am, there is a very beautiful Ikigai concept that says that if you're ever confused about your career option, just make sure that it fulfills the following 3 pointers. So the first pointer is that you should be good at it. The second pointer says that it should be interesting. You should love what you do. And the third one is that it should be something for the society. So I think when it comes to teaching, I am good at it. Number 2 is that I just love studying and teaching. So yes, that was a big tick out there. And the third one is it needs to be for the society. So yes, I think teaching is a very noble task, and it's for the society for sure. It's the foundation of all other professions we have. So I'm proud to be a teacher. So I think this kind of became very easy for me, and even the students can easily choose a career based on this.
Amazing. This is beautiful advice. Students, choose something that you're good at, that you love, and that contributes to society, and you're sure to see success in life. Thank you so much, Kriti Ma'am. It was a pleasure to have you over here with us on Tea with Tarana. We're going to say goodbye to our students now. So thank you all for joining us, and thank you, Kriti Ma'am. It really was amazing to have you over here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Is there any question you'd want to ask our guest teacher? We'll get them to answer in the comments below.